In this video, I will walk through some tips for your week 4 assignment. So let's start here on the assignment page with general sources. And they are best used for your essay's introduction or conclusion. So you'll open your favorite search engine, say Google, and you can even use um, a quote from one of your Part B quotes that you use. So you would just cite the TED Talk, say Kelly, the author of the TED Talk. So that could be an easy fit for you if one of the quotes that you used really stands out to grab attention, either in the introduction or the conclusion of your essay. So let's go a little further here. Next, Google Scholar. So that's a similar way to looking up. Google Scholar and Google are kind of similar. So let me get over there. I like to use Google Scholar from the library. So let's go over there. And you just really scroll down to the bottom right here. So let's say we want to find, nursing social work. Okay. We've got many articles here. So what you need to do is find something that fits what you're trying to say in your article. So what does caring mean to nursing? That could be good. Again, it really just depends on what you're saying and what the point you're trying to make in your article. So you would go to find something that really makes sense to you. Go to the article. Here's the abstract. Sorry, what you really need to do, let me go back, is click on the actual PDF and you would read it and say, oh, okay, well, over here, nursing students emphasize nursing activities. So you would find a quote that makes sense to you, and then you would use that for your quote for Google Scholar. Now let me go back and show you something else. With the third source, you're going to use the library database. So let me get back up here, sorry. Okay. You click here, and there's all sorts of information here about choosing a database. Go to the library homepage. There's even Ask a Librarian. I'd start early because if you want to write to the library and ask for help, you'll need a day or so for them to get back to you. But let's see here. Search the librarian collection, how to search by topic. You could use that. Databases. So it's by subject. So you might go down here and, whoops. Stop. I'm trying to get to social work. No, why are you doing that to me? All subjects. There we go. Social work, click on that, or education. Let's try education. So here are the best bets for databases for education sources. So let's go to Eric. All right, let me get a topic. So I decided to search for social change in curriculum, and you can see that a lot of articles came up. So look at the titles, see what resonates with your essay, what makes sense. You can click on the article. They even have, if you click cite it, they'll show you how to cite the reference right here. So hopefully that helps. I also want to point out, going back to Google, so I typed in social change in Google, and it starts with an overview. Artificial intelligence gives an overview. So that's really just a summary of what Google found in all of the results. That is not a source, so you can't use that. It's just basically giving you a lot of information. So kind of in general to give you a feel for what the topic is all about. You need to really scroll down and find a source. Basically, we got a bunch of stuff here. You're going to keep scrolling until you find an article or a source of evidence that you can find about social change or whatever your topic is. This is a bit broad. So you'll want to find something specific that you can quote as evidence. So what is social change and why it's important? Okay, so this would be maybe something that you could use, find a quote in here or something that you could paraphrase, and then you would cite Alliant International University as your source. So hopefully that helps. But a lot of students mistakenly think that they can use that summary that AI spits out as a source, and that is not what you would use. Okay, so if you have any questions, just let me know.